Right, let's see what happens if we enter here. We get attacked right away, I think.
Someone touched us. Covered a place with their scent.
Should we use a stun grenade? Yeah. Not enough. Right. Let's hunker down, calling for help.
Someone touched us. Covered our places with their scent.
I didn't even see you
There
there.
are traces and fractals. Traces and fractals.
Yes. Let's see. What's this again? All right. We need more range to do that. Let's get behind this. Let's hunker down.
Someone touched us. Covered our places with their scent.
We have 4 bullets left. So I can use both. Yeah, let's use this. We should probably still have those, don't I? Yeah. Let's use one of these, and I'm out of AP.
Someone from the outside did it. Some outsider.
Jammed? Unjam. Well, that sucks. Let's see, we have 3 left. Extreme fatigue. Well, that was unexpected. TV set. Oh, hold on. What did it say? Damn it, I didn't see. This terminal doesn't contain any Useful data. Okay. Public terminal. Hmm. Taking those. Let's quick save here. Let's see if we can use this thing.
The white noise on the screen is replaced with pulsating blackness and a remote echoing beep. Connection established. In a few seconds, Kingsley's face appears on the screen. The Silver adjusts his glasses.
Come in. C-12 Nashville. Kingsley speak. Oh, that's you. Good to see you.
Kingsley clicks his retractable pen and shifts closer to the camera.
Report.
So yeah, we can just have a conversation with him while the rest of the well, what should we call it? The kind of crazy persons are still in the room with us. Inform him of the dead bodies at the entryway and the people gone mad. Tell him the situation isn't clear yet, but something gravely serious must have happened. Report that Nashville is in the middle of an anomalous zone and a strange maelstrom is raging above the base. Report that the parking lot turrets were switched to aggressive mode, but you solved the problem. Yeah, the second option. Situation isn't clear just yet. We're working on it, but something gravely serious must have happened.
You describe recent events. Martin convulsively jots everything down in his notepad. The Silver wipes his forehead with a silk handkerchief, fidgeting.
Good grief. Is there anything else?
Well, the dead bodies at the entryway.
The chief officer listens to the casualty report without interrupting. He's visibly shaken. Once you finish speaking, Kingsley gets lost in thought, biting the end of his pen.
If there's anything else I need to know, you may add it to your report.
He finally starts speaking, his voice soft and emotionless.
Let's tell him about the turrets.
The Silver jots something down on a sheet of paper.
So they're no longer a danger for the rescue group. Very good.
Yep. Yeah, let's tell him also about the maelstrom. Don't really see any reason why to withhold evidence. Well, evidence, maybe not the right word for it, but withhold information rather. So yeah, let's just tell him everything we can.
Kingsley seems to perk up a little when he hears of the maelstrom.
Did you examine it? Was it moving? Actually, never mind. Anything else?
Nope. That is all we can tell you.
Director Kingsley flips a page in his notepad, nervously tapping his pen on the desk.
Duly noted. Well then, the news is unsettling. But what about the crew? Have you found them? If it's not an issue, could you update me on each member of your group?
Yeah, Decker Schultz has lost the mind. It seems that way.
Kingsley takes off his glasses and rubs his forehead with apparent exhaustion.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I was sorry about it too. Yeah, we don't know where Tim Ginsburg is at the moment. Well, he's at the... If he's still around there, he's hanging around at the broken elevator at the entrance level, but... Well, the entrance hall to the lower levels.
The director sighs angrily.
When the investigation is underway, I'm certain they'll ask me why I deployed someone like that for the task.
Ronald Steele is fine and is now helping you with the investigation. Now let's tell him about the other ones first. Robert Mayland is gone missing.
The Silver jots something down.
Do you know why exactly he left the group unescorted? That's in violation of the rules.
Wasn't he? He was ordered to, I believe. And also, I think we ran across his body. No, I'm not sure. Yeah, so Maria Werner is dead. We know that for
Kingsley
sure. She
presses
got
his
eaten.
palms against his temples.
I beg you, don't put yourself at risk unless the situation absolutely calls for it. We can't afford any more casualties.
Not really sure about that. Kinda got an inkling. They needed a lot of bodies. A lot of able people to throw at this stuff. Or did they use all those ex-cons that were sent here for actual just labor and such experiments, maybe? Well, Ronald Steele is fine and is now helping with the investigation. Yes.
The Silver jots something down.
I don't doubt for a second that Ronald is doing exactly that. Man's a true professional.
I had my doubts, but I'll go with it. Nothing else.
Once your report is over, Director Kingsley becomes lost in thought.
First of all, I need to apologize. On behalf of the corporation and myself, forgive me. I shouldn't have sent a new employee on this task.
His voice sounds oddly dull.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Martin wipes his glasses with a red handkerchief.
Your report seems to suggest we're facing something incredibly dangerous. I always tend to follow my instructions to the letter. In this case, the instructions say you should stay where you are and wait for rescue. But sadly, I know what we're dealing with.
Kingsley puts his glasses on and looks at the screen.
I'm sorry I couldn't give all the details. Nashville is a high-security facility. But I guess that's not important anymore. A certain relic resulted in what you are witnessing right now. In the last couple of days, we've been receiving reports of staff suffering a rapidly deteriorating mental state. And now everything's culminated in this.
Yep.
The Silver sighs raggedly.
Take action. Go down to the excavation area and find this relic. Bury it, disarm it, destroy it. Do whatever you think appropriate. I'll send a rescue team right after we're done here. But regardless, act. Do not hesitate, and good luck to you.
Yeah. So we can nod and leave. We can thank him and say you're waiting for the rescue team, or we can yell at him. It's his fault that I'm here, which it is. Oh yeah, let's just nod and leave. Kind of be more stoic about it.
The broadcast is interrupted. The screen is filled with black and white ripples.
Series of strange events. Contacted Kingsley and informed him what happened in Nashville. So yeah, we got through that whole thing without being discovered. That whispery ambience is getting really annoying. Let's eat something. We're thirsty now. Let's do something about that. Well, maybe not just drink disinfectant just yet. Oh, well, we can't. Well, we could actually. We can't consume it. But antiseptic. Yeah. I thought we had water. Might have used it to cook. We should probably, yeah. Let's strip some stuff. We're getting high on our encumbrance is getting high. Yeah, we are free of those, so let's. Oh, they weigh almost nothing. Shiv. Well, that's really not all that heavy. Split? No. Yeah, these are exactly the same, so we'll strip one. Don't need those anymore, we'll strip it. Don't need those either, the one we have now. Well, 42 to mechanical resist, but yeah, let's just strip it. Well, that's a little better, but not a lot. Alright, we should probably wear this when we go into a fight. Let's see how that goes. Should we get in the... well, the last time we survived, we got killed by the fatigue, not so much by the actual damage, but then again... I could... maybe we should actually... yeah, let's try that. Let's stealth to the back of the room and then initiate combat with Karen Borman first, so that she at least cannot kill us by fatigue. We should probably get him as far away as possible. So now it's actually pretty close. What? What? Hang on, why is she so hard to kill? Strong, psychic radiation, no. Distracting looks, suspect something, calling for help, no, that's not it. Is it because of psyche that she's so hard to hit?
Ow! There are traces and fractals. Traces and fractals.
Yeah. Not really. So yeah, no, actually no. That doesn't make sense. Mechanical resistance, that's bullets. But that's not ridiculously high or anything. Psychic resistance pretty low, but that doesn't help us. We can do psychic damage. Yeah, I really don't know why Karen Borman is so hard to kill. Maybe we'll come back for them when we've leveled up ourselves. Instead of these guys. No, they don't seem so tough. Yeah, I should probably get the suit. Heck, what? Oh. Oh. I guess the pathfinding decided it would be faster to use the ventilation shaft to get around. Maybe I clicked it by accident, I don't know. Hiya!
Someone touched us. Come
Let's hide back here. Oh, there are actually 4 guys. Hadn't seen that. We still have a stun grenade. Let's hide back here. Wow, what was that? Okay, he knocked us down for one round. Jammed. Unjam. How many do we have? 3. Might as well reload now. One health. And we healed for 25 points again. Let's reload again. We need another round. Can we do this? No, that's free. Wrong target. Still don't know how that action actually works. Sir, it's been a pleasure. Taking your stuff. Let's buy some drinks, actually. I didn't get any there. Any extra ones. How many bullets do we have? We're doing okay. 100. Sink. Kitchen stove. Yeah, we don't have anything. Some more food and drinks. Some more. Well. That was it. So, are they interested in the fact that I talked to Kingsley?
Yes?
Good, are you ready? I took a reading. Background radiation is increasing, albeit slowly. Let's hurry this up.
Good luck.
No, you're not interested. How about you? A crystal tower is growing out of my eye. Louisa's pale lips barely move, as if numbed by anesthetic. A thin stream of saliva stretches down from her chin. Oh boy. That is not looking good.
Servo shell. Do you even have a permit to wear it here?
So... She seemed pretty out of it, but not far enough to not notice our servo shell. Power armor. Man, I get that this kind of those whispery background noises were meant to be kind of annoying, but they're really annoying. The Cronus logo is flashing on the public terminal near the transit zone. Right below it, the cursor is blinking. Main menu. Greetings, employee. Enter a command to execute the desired action. Shipment. View supply and dispatch schedule. Enter login details. Log out. Let's see about shipment. The screen goes dark for a moment, then the terminal emits a high-pitched beep. Line after line of delivery data fills the display. September 1, 1976. Received cases for small relics, 20 pieces. Wayward cigarettes in cartons, 1 box. 1976. Sent small and medium-sized relics in cases, 15 pieces. Dead high capacity batteries. 50 pieces. Received firearms ammo, various kinds, 5 boxes. Send away archaeotechnical device elements, Mobius type, small container, 1 piece. Received Blackwing cargo, classified. Medium-sized container with independent power supply, 1 piece. Okay. Log in, you log in, but the menu remains unchanged. Log out. Relic case. Well, might as well.
There's outsider radiation everywhere. Someone passed through here, scattering their light around.
It's 1 less. We still have 2 AP, so let's reload. What's he doing? Calling for help. Yeah, he's running for it. Let's see, can we still hit him? That's a shame. Well, we have to. So yeah, I was actually thinking that what if these people all turn back to normal once we let's see, get rid of the relic that is causing all this. Yeah, we have one of those. So the relic that gives us 25 health every round seems pretty good for now. Probably loses its usefulness when we get to higher levels, when 25 health really isn't so much anymore. But let's stick to it for now. Actually, I was kind of expecting... Alright, it's this way. The master key, right. As a White Wing employee, Mallory is in high spirits. Not only have we been extracting an unusual number of rare relics, some examples of which are completely unprecedented, but a mysterious red glow has been discovered, shining through the rock in the northwestern excavation sector. I believe we're on the verge of a monumental discovery. Nashville Cave, your story, quest updated. Let's have a read. You reached the excavation zone. Now it's time to find that relic. Right. Ah, Ronald Steele went ahead, it seems. Broken terminal. The screen says system lockdown. The elevator is clumsily blocked. Looks like someone hastily trying to protect Nashville employees from whatever is in the cave. Okay, can we move? Don't know what this is about. Let's check this out first. And I should remember the scan stuff, but I don't. TV set, TV set, TV set. Pale blurry image barely distinguishable from all the static. Excavation zone power circuit terminal 3. Examine overturn server. Scan. Alright. Nothing here. We're overweight, overburdened. This one isn't as good as what we have. Strip that. That is a shame, but I think what we have now is also better. Let's strip it. Still overweight. Don't need this. Strip it. All right. picked up this. Pipe wrench. Strip that. Throw a wrench ability is required for use. A weighty wrench that works wonders on nuts, bolts and people who irritate you. I think we actually have that ability. Can't split those. Well, we oh no, hang on. I don't want it to Did we? Can we? Oh, there it is. Just want to have one. Yeah, we don't have any. It weighs a lot and we don't have any use for it. The firebox is kind of a shame to throw away in case we need fire damage. Jetpack seems useful if we could use it. Maybe we get a companion that can use it, but no, let's strip it. Yeah, we're good on weight at least. Well, he brought Louise with him. Should we get out of the suit? Let's get out of the suit. I don't really like it. Yeah, now we're overburdened. That's a shame. Maybe we could sell some stuff. Let's talk to these guys, see what happens.
So, where were we?
Well, you have some money. What's this? Researcher glove. No. Don't care for him. Let's see, what is heavy, what we can sell. Yeah. This Andromeda doesn't seem that good. Dark Secret Beer, it's worth quite a bit. Oh, you don't have so much money. Well. Anyway, let's see. Ronald is trying to seem calm and almost succeeds. Only his eyes betray his exhaustion. Yeah, do you need help? Ask if he's going to help you find a relic. Ask him where to search for the relic. Ask him if there's anything you should know about the relic. Find out how Louise is doing. Yeah, how is Louise doing? Ronald moves his flashlight over the Silver's eyes. Louise's unfocused gaze listlessly tries to follow the yellow light. I'm no doctor, but I think she's getting worse. Ask him where to search for the relic. The wave pattern has evened out, meaning there are almost no natural obstacles between us and the radiation source. Go ahead and search for it, we're close. Yeah, isn't it this thing? I thought that was kind of the point why you were standing right here. But, okay. Should I know anything about the relic? The white hesitates before replying. Nothing, save for this strange report I saw in the computer room. It was compiled by a psychologist from Nashville who observed the halo eye symptoms in himself. Ronald chews on his lip. He's looking at you. The report's author states they found something alive in this cave. The relic communicated with him and kept talking until the medic completely lost his marbles. A shadow of doubt is apparent in Steele's skeptical and crooked smile. Don't take these hallucinations at face value. That's just something for you to keep in mind. Okay, let's leave. Ask him to help search for the relic now. We'll search.
Good luck.
We'll search for it ourselves. Unknown glowing relic. Yeah, so... there's a whole passage back here. Maybe that is something. Can we do something with this? No, we can just examine it. Let's use one of those things, see what happens. Alright. Okay. Did that do something?
Oh, you again. Later.
No, he has nothing new to say. Let's see about that terminal. Not sure what it did, but oh, there's another one. My arm has deflated. That's not good. Intense fatigue. Let's see. Do we have some more coffee? I'm pretty sure we picked some up. There it is. Hang on. What did it say? The briefcase locks were hastily and clumsily busted. There are no relics. Some briefcases are untouched. Looks like the robber simply didn't have enough time to finish the job. Don't seem to lose any weight. Maybe raw materials are not much lighter than the actual item. Nope. Ah, there's another one of those terminals. A broken terminal. Okay. Really? Well, I guess. Yeah, better leave those. Cleaning rod. I guess we need those. The air is full of ashes. Medical notes. Probably have to look into that. So we could have a rest on one of these. Which again is probably something that we should do. Maybe not as bad here. Let's lock the door. TV set, medical notes. Let's try to have a rest. Let's rest. What's this? About 2.5 hours? Yeah, that didn't. Mild fatigue. Well, we got a little bit better. A diary. Day 5. Several workers immediately began to complain about headaches. Carbon monoxide. I've described painkillers. Gonna keep an eye on them. Day 7. More of the same complaints. Some patients are drooling and report auditory hallucinations. Micro strokes, lack of sleep. Further observation needed. Day 10. A couple of patients show obsessive behavior, focusing on repetitive actions, as in obsessive compulsive disorder. Encephalitis. Examinations revealed abnormal changes to the iris. Patients, day 15. Patients are becoming more aggressive. One even attacked my nurse. Now all patients have been isolated and antipsychotics, clozapine, prescribed to the most violent ones. Management finally decided to shorten the work shift. Day 21. Patients are gradually calming down, but remain disconnected from reality. Speech is incoherent. Their condition resembles catatonia. Symptoms are now appearing in people not directly exposed to the excavation site. I intend to demand a quarantine for management. Yeah, not a bad idea. See, I'm guessing we'll have to head down here. These guys don't seem to be consumed by darkness. Oh, oh dear. Your first attempt to explore the excavation area almost got you killed. Each time you entered the darkness, you began dying slowly. You need to find a way to turn on the lights in the excavation site, otherwise you will die. Oh, Lord. Right.
Enabling lighting in the excavation zone. Warning. Damage to power system detected. Start the emergency generator.
Okay. What is the emergency generator? Is it this thing? Do you know where it is?
Forgot something.
Nope.
Later.
How are you doing? Her eyes are wide open. Thin but distinct white rings glow around irises, dotted bright orange. Ha, we can still barter with her. Let's see. Is there actually anything I'd like to sell? Maybe just one of these. There we go. For a moment her focus returns. You see inexpressible horror in her eyes. Move away. Yeah. But where's the backup generator? People. Broken public terminal. No. Pulsar, high-tech weapon. And we are significant fatigued again. Let's have some more coffee. There you go. So my guess was that we turned on all those. Elevators clumsily blocked, right? This is nothing. No. Server station.
Warning. Damage to power system detected. Start the emergency generator. Attention! Power circuit already on. No reboot required.
Come on, where's the last terminal? Or I'm guessing there is a terminal. Maybe try to use this again? System lockdown. Was there something like this on the other levels maybe? You see, that looks like something, but I can't interact with it. Yeah, the same blurry image. Turn that one on. Caution, caution. Some boxes that need searching. Ah, we can scan it now. Broken relic sphere. Communication device emits weak radiation. Still have nothing to say, do you?
Oh, you again.
Ask if he's going to help you find the relic. Would you like me to drag her all around the excavation area? Here's what we'll do. Once you locate the relic, just take a quick look at it and call me right away.
Good luck.
Yeah, I expected as much. Yeah, I really don't know what they want me to look for. Restarting the power circuit did not yield the desired effect. The station's power grid was destroyed, but there is a backup generator in the cave. And the lighting can be powered from it. So we do have to go into the cave? So This is maybe it, but do we actually have to make a run for it? Let's try. It seems that way. Did that do it? Is there light now? Let's move back. Let's see if... No, don't go around that way.
Lighting enabled. Have a nice day, employee.
Well, that worked, I guess. Let's eat this. Eat some boiled eggs. Have a drink. Some noodles. Okay. And now we can explore. Guessing these guys don't turn hostile. Let's hope they stay that way. I can't feel my legs. Living airplanes buried on the ground. You're smoky. Right, I think that is where we need to go. The Nashville relic.
This amber orange ball, hovering above the scientific equipment connected to it, seems to be the reason for what happened in Nashville. You can feel the waves of anomalous radiation emanating from it with your whole body. A pleasant tingling rolls through your skin, and each wave fills your head for a mere moment with strange, rapidly fading images. Without taking your eyes off the sphere, you move closer.
So I'm thinking we should scan it first.
You aim your scanner at the artifact's glowing surface, but the device will not function. Only a sine curve is quivering spasmodically on the monochrome screen. You suddenly begin to feel numb. The prickling in your hands and the anomalous radiation pressing against your head grow weaker, but a frightening sensation rises in their stead. An unknown force detaches you from your body and takes you up into the cool, ringing silence. The maelstrom hanging above Nashville embraces you. All of your consciousness unfolds like a giant canvas, hurling you into a dark auditorium. You see the maelstrom swirling over Nashville. Pulling you from the crumbling walls of the base, it lifts your mind above the world. It covers the lands of the dome like a gigantic spot, in the swirling shadow of which the lights of human consciousness flicker. Some of them fade away, barely in contact with the maelstrom. Others grow dimmer and blink painfully. Some glow with a strange, cold light. Gaining strength, the maelstrom, rushing westward, comes crashing down onto the southern lands of the dome, leaving behind hundreds of fluttering, and slowly fading lights. After sweeping out Concord and Spire Station, the maelstrom finally calms down. It hangs in the very center of the dome, like a majestic, lazily swirling vortex, and your mind rushes about within it like a shining spark.
Sweeping out Concord and Spire Station. That doesn't sound good. Gabriel, my colleague and longtime friend, calls it the halo eye phenomenon. He is convinced that this iris pattern, which appears in the irradiated subjects, is more than a change in pigmentation. This is a symptom, and I assure you it is in no way connected with the mental phase phenomenon. Mental space. A kind of zone of consciousness where people's minds are able to freely meet and connect. What? Yes, mental space phenomenon is my term. So yeah, seems like we just experienced that.
It takes you some time to realize that you're wandering through a fog. Eventually, the dull, white nothingness begins to dissipate, slowly returning you to reality. A noise fills your ears, a rumble resembling the sound of waves rolling ashore. You step carefully through the white haze. Fragile bits of rock crackle under your feet. Vague shadows appear from the mist over your head. Breached concrete plate bristling with exposed armature. The dusty drill of an earth mover lying on its side. Yellowed documents, boxes. Crushed steel closets that tumble down through gaps in the floor. The space beneath your feet resembles thick but perfectly transparent ice. A vortex of clouds spins slowly below, the lights still flickering. They're the same lights you saw when you first touched the sphere. The lights are actively moving, wandering, gathering. Iridescent, they form both small and large groups, and the desert far below changes, following their pattern. Settlements appear in the north, in the east, in the west, and even in the dull yellow barrens of the south. They grow right before your eyes, as if time were moving ahead at incredible speed.
An unknown place, location. Explored, what was it? Clara Morgan, Roland Steele, Aaron Melville. Let's see, what's Clara doing here?
Clara is surrounded with white light and mist, her hands clasped in prayer. She reminds you of an angel statue from some reformist church. Seeing you, her expression changes. She crosses herself, mumbling under her breath.
Let's not shout boo. Get her to calm down, you're not a ghost. Ask her if she knows what happens. I actually just noted that the background actually changed. Ask her if she knows what happens. Your question puzzles Clara. Same goes for her.
I was having lunch, and then you appeared. Out of nowhere.
She nervously touches the cross hanging from her neck. Clara never moves her gaze off you.
I remember you saying, find the car and drive away. If I knew you were sacrificing yourself, I would have stayed. If someone frees you from your oath out of generosity or humanity, does that mean the oath shouldn't be fulfilled? I still don't know the answer to it.
You see sorrow and grief in her eyes.
I only know that I'm an awful wrongdoer. I hope you're in heaven now?
Um, let's remain silent. We're really not sure what's going on.
Clara sighs heavily.
I see. Why are you appearing to me? Is this some sort of a sign? Do you know about signs? This is when...
Her voice suddenly becomes deep and thick. She drawls as if her words were being played from a corrupted tape. Clara's face alters subtly, as if it had turned to stone.
Abbott is very kind to me. But his faith is nothing I could get used to.
She says in a dull voice.
Abbott. And she's gone. Aaron Melville seems to be here too.
There's no doubt. The funny, scruffy old man standing before you is Aaron Melville, the old man from the gas station. He also recognizes you. A smile wrinkles his already wrinkled face.
Ah, it's you. Long time no see, sweetheart.
Melville examines you closely.
Safe and sound, I see. How'd you pull that off? No one survived where you were heading. The only worst place is the center of the dome, where the spire... well, you know.
The old man points vaguely upwards with his crooked finger.
You're aware, aren't you? The spire is fallen. Now the road's closed. As if folks would want to come here anyway. And here we stay like crabs in a barrel.
He thumps his timber leg on the ground, driving the mist away.
Don't think that I'm complaining. My business is on a roll. They come and they go.
Melville's face seems to petrify. He speaks slowly, but flounders anyway.
The gas station can be crowded nowadays. Everybody needs my gas station. Oh, folks went crazy, I tell you. Fighting over nothing.
The old man woefully shakes his head.
Let's speak to Tim here.
Hello.
The orange raises his hand as if aiming an invisible gun at you. Holy shit. He looks at his empty hand with a puzzled expression. Ginsberg looks up and examines your face with a suspicious squint. Do I know you? Yes, I do. Shit. Oh shit. I should quit with this crap. Those glasses'll fry your brains right quick. He points at his head with an awkward laugh. What are you talking about? Ginsberg passes a hand before his face. Have you gone nuts or is it just me? I just said the glasses. The glasses? The church sells this crap. Church teleglasses? An electronic augmented reality device developed by technologists of the Church of the Maelstrom. Parishioners believe such glasses enable them to see the world in its true beauty and communicate with the Maelstrom, which reveals the secrets of the dome. In a broader sense, teleglasses refers to all devices projecting an image into a screen before the user's eyes. Before the incident, many Silvers owned such devices. Before the incident? He shakes his head, or maybe it's not the glasses. I see all kinds of shit nowadays. Since that day, people paid cash just to speak to me. His face abruptly goes blank and his voice sounds dead and dull. Not everyone can escape from Nashville. That means something, doesn't it? He says, gazing at your face with glassy eyes. I don't know, it almost seems like time is moving in another direction or something. Well, not the another direction, but time has passed without us knowing it. Because I don't really know what Tim was talking about.
Come on, don't be shy.
Steele's face, wise, confident and focused as ever, seems to be lit by the screen of an invisible computer. He looks up at you and smiles, and a smile appears on his lips. You? Wow, this is amusing. I was certain you were dead. He walks up and touches you with his palm, but you feel nothing. Ronald looks disappointed. His uncertain gestures suggest he feels nothing, just like you. What was I hoping for anyway? Steele just looks you in the eyes. Do you know how unreal it was to survive and keep my sanity with all the psychic stress Maelstrom was generating? A lot of people lost their minds. That's what we saw here. And what happened after at Ankara, on the west side of the dome? He looks you in the eye. You know, I'm locked inside my head right now. From my perspective, it looks like the computer room where Louise locked me in. How ironic.
A dazzling supernova-like flash sweeps across your view. The lights, frozen in the desert, start to move, and a cloudy funnel begins to slowly trail after them. The funnel spreads out under your feet. Flickering waves of lights drift northward, driven by the winds of a maelstrom. Not just a maelstrom. Maelstrom. Its shadow covers the west and south of the dome, as if it was extinguishing the lights scattered across the desert.
Maelstrom, a stream of psychic energy concentrated close to the center of the dome in the form of a tornado. Megalo anomaly has a destructive effect on the psyche of intelligent creatures. Anyone directly exposed usually goes insane. Less commonly, they acquire psi abilities. Research suggests Maelstrom has a complex consciousness, but no direct evidence of this has yet been found. Oh, even more people. Sebastian Van Olden, Martin Kingsley. Who is this again? Ethereal.
Van Olden looks the same as he did during your first meeting. The same shiny glasses with thin rims, an arrogant expression, and a stopwatch clutched in his hands. He's examining a shred of mist hanging in the air. He's so involved in his research that he doesn't notice you at first. Meeting your eyes, the scientist instantly darts back. Then he comes up to you and begins to palpate your face, hands, and clothes. His fingers seem to sink in your face. Sebastian Van Olden screws up his lips scornfully.
Yes, of course. A thought form, like the pink mist, I suppose, or any other similar anomaly. As was to be expected.
Tell him Concord's electrical anomalies aren't a threat new employees should be prepared for. Ask him if he still uses his stopwatch. Ask him about the thought form and the pink mist. Yeah, let's do that.
The white winces.
Have you any grasp of the context? I'm talking about anomalies. The pink mist is obviously a term particular to this field. A thought form. Well, it's a derivative of this pink mist. Eyewitnesses often see people in it.
Sebastian smiles dreamily.
I see answers in it myself. Numerological sequences which... But you probably wouldn't understand.
The scientist loses all interest in you, steps aside, and continues to study the mist.
Right, Martin
A
Kingsley.
gray-haired man, arms stiff at his sides, stands squinting short-sightedly into the mist. Kingsley is much shorter in person, and older. He notices you.
I never thought we'd meet again. I must thank you. Thanks to your report, I was able to start the evacuation in time.
Martin comes closer. You notice small changes in his uniform. Some of the insignia have been replaced by larger patches resembling military chevrons. Kingsley nods as if anticipating your question.
Yes, the uniform is new, but the man is the same. Head of Magellan Base. I intended to resign after the incident, but Nakamura decided otherwise. I couldn't argue with her.
The incident.
He surveys the thick mist around you.
One thing's certain. You're standing here. That means you're alive. Yes, I know what this is, partly.
He looks you in the eye and says,
Scientists on the emulator project have been telling us a lot about it. Not everything, of course. Even they don't know what it is.
And we're alone again.
You smell quartz and sand tempered in the sun. But as you try to penetrate the dispersing mist, you can't see any desert. The world around you is full of pictures. They're floating around like visions in some crystal ball. A hall covered with carpets. A golden Cronus logo on the wall among wine-red banners. A power plant. A city filled with lights. Mercenaries, soldiers, armored vehicles moving through the cool wasteland in the night. The spire of a temple spire, its searchlight shining into the night sky. White corridors of research complexes. The visions fade one after another until only the last remains. The black silhouette of a strange building towering up from the lighter sand. This picture freezes before your eyes, as if giving sense to everything that came before.
More people. Nakamura. And this is Abbott. They both got mentioned.
You hear heels clicking. A dark figure appears out of the mist before you. It's a woman. You've never met her, but you feel as though you've seen her face 1,000 times. You even know the sound of her voice, although you have no idea where you could have heard it. She looks at you with surprise. Then she frowns pensively and steps closer. She stands so close you can see multicolored reflections in her bionic eye. After poking you to confirm your ethereal nature, she waves her hand left to right. Obviously, she's hoping to disperse you like mist. Naturally, she fails. The woman chuckles discontentedly and leaves. The clicking of her heels fades quickly away.
Okay, let's talk to Abbott.
A wizened old man, long and lean as a scarecrow, leans over to examine you with the curiosity of a vulture. His long, yellow-white robes fall down in waves and rustle quietly. His stony black eyes resemble those of a blind man, but their gaze is fixed on you.
So, I'm kind of expecting that we'll be returned to the world and it'll be a X amount of time later. And now we're getting a crash course with being introduced to people that we'll meet in this new world. But let's see what happens.
Such remarkable technology,
He says in a low, well-modulated voice. This voice seems to belong to some other person. He smiles, a warm and kindly expression, wildly at odds with the menace in his eyes.
Name your price, and I'll buy your design. But be reasonable. Take time with your answer. Think it through.
With the smile still fixed on his face, he steps back into the mist, never taking his eyes off you.
Hieronymus Semekis?
The fuzzy mist, as if whisked with a mixer, looks like slowly dissolving clouds. A short, chubby little man in a camouflage cap and army shirt steps fussily out of the white. He clasps his hands behind his back and stops a few steps away, scanning you with his gaze. Vivid interest flashes in his eyes. He clears his throat.
I'm out of jokes about death. Or about Mr. Christ. I'm out of jokes about hallucinations. Although hallucinations under the dome aren't any joke, but an everyday reality.
The man circles you. His glance bounces from your face to your uniform, to your shoes, and back.
But you are something else. So, let's see. A pre-war haircut, old-time uniform, clean and pressed. Shoes aren't worn out, just got them.
He recites with enthusiasm. He frees his plump palm and carefully touches you with one finger.
You are ethereal, but light-tight. You respond to my movements. You are not using an image that's familiar to me. You don't look like anyone I know. And your badge says...
He raises himself on tiptoes and fixes his eyes upon your badge.
The name. Of course. Of course. The name.
He flings his arms about and leaves without even saying goodbye. The mist seems to slam shut behind his back, like a pair of wing doors closing.
Olivia Reisner.
The fluctuant white slowly settles. A man and a woman stand before you. The woman rolls her eyes discontentedly.
Are you serious? Tuesday, I tell you. Wednesday, I tell you. Thursday. How come I always repeat the same thing? I can't sleep without my pills. You're the man. You're responsible for me. The nightstand. The top drawer. There they are. Oh, my pills. Just say pills before we go to sleep. Is that so difficult, Johan?
She pushes him lightly on the shoulder. The man nods automatically, lost in thought. The woman clasps her hands in front of her chest. She's boiling with frustration.
I can't depend on you, can I? I haven't been able to relax in years because I have to control the situation for both of us. Johan! Hello! My pills! P-I-L-L-S!
Her shouts break through the man's pondering. He comes to his senses and stares at you in surprise. Then he turns to face his companion.
Olivia, don't shout. Make a habit of putting your pills on your pillow. Anyway, this isn't about the pills.
Olivia falters and points her finger at you.
And what is this? Or who is this? Mind telling me, without the never-ending riddles, Johan. Just tell me.
Johan gives you an appraising look.
Is it Maelstrom? Hobbits trying out a new device? I don't know, darling. Now, be so kind to take these goddamn pills since you remembered. And if you must yell to it quietly, I have a migraine.
The woman flings her arms up fiercely and walks away into the mist. Johan lets her go ahead, then follows.
Victoria Legrand and Sabal Shinch.
An unfamiliar woman steps out of the mist and looks at you with the wandering eyes of a mad person. She's wearing a tall, crudely made tin crown painted with gold powder enamel. She smiles, although on her, this expression is more like an evil grin. She begins to prowl around you in a circle, wary eyes locked on your face. While circling around you, she steps into the mist and stops in place, a vague, distant silhouette.
And she's gone.
The mist fades away. You see a short, dark-skinned man with a grim face. He's wearing a brightly colored turban. You take a step towards him, and he strides forward as if to block your way.
The ends justify the means, don't they? Have your scientists nothing better to do, Kimiko?
He asks, looking upward. The stranger raises his hand, forcing you to stop. He looks up again.
We have to be like the Soviet Union and Germany in the late 1930s. Mutual favors, mutual limits, parity. We've always worked on such terms.
As he finishes speaking, his lips stop. The man in the turban keeps standing there, a lean figure looking angrily upward.
Let's see. Is that the end of our ethereal plane excursion? They say Nashville was built as a launch pad for Maelstrom. And this idea is quite popular today. With all responsibility, I must state this is nonsense. It's a typical bunker of an equally typical design. All changes were dictated by ergonomics and logistics. And all these suggestions about it being part of some experiment, excuse me, but this is sheer paranoia. No, Cronus did not know anything about Maelstrom. And speculations with facts is absolutely inappropriate. And we're back. We don't seem to have moved an inch.